Yeah, I'm in a bad place. I don't got a friend, but I like it better that way. I've been
Hey, what is up? It's Nana to be back again with yet another stream. This is gonna be an interesting stream today. It's actually gonna be mostly Halo gameplay, I think. If folks from the Discord want to suggest that I react to a certain thing before I start playing, I'm down to do that as well. But I definitely think for my stream today, I want to focus on finishing my coverage of that crazy stabbing story. We have an update on that. So I want to do an update on that stabbing story real quick, and I'll try and make it brief. I'll try and make it not take as long as it did last time. And yeah, then I'm gonna be playing Halo Infinite with you guys. If you guys want to hop in, you can throw your gamer tag in the chat or in the Discord. Doesn't matter, either one works. Hey, Mr. Pizza, what's up? Let's see. I might check one of them out. Although, like I said, I'll be focusing a lot on doing the coverage of the big story, and then following that up with the Halo gameplay and playing Halo with you guys. I definitely want to do that, and that'll be I think that'll be pretty fun. Let's see here. Why did you send? Wait, Mr. Pizza, why did you send? You literally sent my stream into the react requests. What are you doing? What is this? Let me see. Okay, I can do one. I can do one Will Dog video. That works. All right, so I'll react to the one Will Dog video after I do my my coverage of the stabbing story. And I'm gonna try to be concise for a couple reasons, and I'll explain those briefly here. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and dive into this. It's gonna get on my mogul mail, boys. Today I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. All right. No, but on seriousness, because this is definitely going to be a very serious topic, and also cover this is going to give folks in chat time to come in, throw their either usernames into the chat as well as the Discord. It should definitely work. All right, just give me one moment because I do have to pull this up here real quick. Let me close this out. Pull this over to the side because I did pull up some of the sources of the stuff that I want to pull through, but I didn't bring everything over that I wanted to read out during the segment. So, but here we go. I think we've got everything. Let's see. All right, y'all. I have an update on that story of the violent stabbing incident that had happened over at Cedarville University. There have been quite a few updates that have kind of come across the news wire since I covered it on my stream and then released the clip. Not long after the clip came out, a bunch of information kind of came out. So I kind of want to quickly go over some of that information, just share with you guys where we're at now, what we know and what we don't, and also kind of just do a really quick summary so that people kind of aren't focusing so much on focusing as much on a lot of the rumors and everything, but are focusing more on the things that we know and waiting for answers on the things that we don't know. So, and let me pull this up quickly. So one of the the first bits of information that came out was the 911 call of the incident that was released, and there's like full audio, and I'll go ahead and play it because it doesn't include any identifying information or anything, which is one of the interesting things about the call. So I'll go ahead and play that.
911 location emergency.
Yes, I'm over at the Stevens Student Center in Cedarville University.
Okay.
I need some help over here. There's been a stabbing.
A stabbing?
And,
who stabbed
yes.
who?
A young lady stabbed another student.
How bad's the injury?
I'm not too sure. He's bleeding.
It's a male?
Yeah, it's a male.
What part of his body is he stabbed?
The chest.
Stabbed in the chest?
Yeah.
Okay, let me get the medics started. Is he inside or outside?
Inside the SSC, going the entryway facing the HSC.
Entryway facing the what? The health science?
Yes.
Okay. All right, we're getting help to you right away. Is he awake?
Yes, he's conscious.
Is he breathing?
To what?
Is he breathing?
Yes.
Okay, where's the girl right now?
She's in front of me right now.
Okay, is she being cooperative with you?
Yeah, she's sitting on the ground.
251 North Main Street.
What's her name?
I'm not too sure.
Okay.
Medical critical care.
All right. Does she have any more weapons?
Street.
No.
So what had happened? Like what provoked this?
I'm not too sure. You would have to ask him and ask her.
Okay. Campus safety is coming to you as fast as they can, and so are our medics.
Okay.
Please just flag them down. I'm going to stay on the line with you until they're there.
Okay, I see campus safety right now.
Okay, perfect.
There's.
Okay, yeah, are they right there with you?
Right there. No. I'm trying to flag him down.
Okay. Is he still awake?
Yeah, he's still conscious.
Okay.
Yeah, they're here right now.
Okay. All right, I'll let you go then.
All right, bye.
Bye.
We're out here.
So certainly, good on him for, calling 911 in what I assume is a timely manner, getting everyone, situated, keeping everyone calm, and, flagging down campus security when they were kind of in the general area. Also, an interesting thing to note is that in the call, nobody is really identified, so that could explain why it took a while to identify the person who ended up doing the stabbing. So then later that day, the day the 911 call had gotten released, statements from both sides were then released. I believe, I can't remember if these statements were made, specifically just to the investigators. I believe that was the case. So first was provided. Let's see here. Was mentioned first. Let's see here. Give me 1 second. Need to pull this up here. So the statements from both sides go as follows. The person who did the stabbing, she had claimed that she met with the person that she stabbed in the Stevens Student Center to apologize to him for planning to report incidents to university employees regarding him. And and she sat in his lap is what she said. And she said that that's a common way for them to talk. And she claims that he then put his hands around her neck to choke her and threatened to kill her, but didn't do so in a way that was hard enough to leave marks. And as the person who ended up doing the stabbing, claims that she was having trouble breathing, she decided to reach into her pocket, intending to grab a phone, but actually grabbing a knife. And then when the victim went and pulled out the phone to check the time, the individual who went and did the stabbing got up, turned, and then stabbed him in the chest, and then grabbed his phone so that he couldn't call 911. Another thing that's listed in the article as well is that the phone was found broken in broken in half. So that could be where that tampering with evidence charge comes from. Because if it's not that, I really am having trouble seeing what that would be from. But that's just my own opinion. I've been kind of inserting there. Now, the investigators also spoke to the stabbing victim, and he didn't really have nearly as much to say. All he had said, or at least all that was listed in the affidavit, is that he claims that he had not choked her, but rather put his arms around her shoulders to relieve her anxiety during the conversation. That's pretty much all that he had said. So those are basically all of the updates that we have. And kind of before I wrap this up, I certainly would like to kind of give a breakdown of what we do know and what we don't know. I know there's a lot of speculation about the situation, and I think a lot of the ways that people are leaning into some of the speculations are, in a way, they're getting a bit out of hand. And while I think it's certainly fine for people to ask questions or things, I don't think that it's fine for people to assume that certain things are true when we don't really have all the evidence for that. So I just want to break down what we know, what we don't know. And again, it's fine to ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions or talk about the situation. But at the same time, be aware that there are a lot of things that just haven't been confirmed yet. So certainly keep that in mind as you have conversations regarding this. So now here's what we know. So we know that the man who was stabbed has been released from the hospital, that the woman who did the stabbing has been charged with felonious assault and tampering with evidence. The woman who did the stabbing has also been released on $50,000 bond. Cedarville University has stated that there is no further threat of violence related to this incident. The woman claims that she stabbed the man while he was distracted after choking her and threatening to kill her. The man claims that he placed his hands on her arms, placed his arms on her shoulders, not her throat, to alleviate her anxiety throughout the conversation. So that's what we do know. Now, we don't know the accuracy of the victim and attacker statements, why she was planning on filing a report against the victim. So whether or not the report that she was planning to file was actually true, or whether or not she was planning to lie, that's not mentioned in these claims. We also don't know the details of the report she had planned to file against the victim, like what is actually being alleged against him. We don't know the identity of the stabbing victim either. And we also don't know if the security camera footage of the stabbing exists or will be released, if it does exist. Certainly possible that it might, but we just don't know. There's been no word about that at all. But in any case, this is certainly a very serious situation, and I think that at this point, we've been given some amount of information regarding this incident, but sans maybe some sort of eyewitness testimony, which we don't know that there are any witnesses. As far as we know, there were no witnesses, or like some sort of like security camera footage. There isn't really like a whole lot of more evidence that we could particularly ask for, so we just have to wait for the justice process to bear itself out. We do know that there is another court appearance that's scheduled. We don't know, or we do know that there's another court appearance that's going to occur. We don't know when that's going to happen, but hopefully in this whole situation, justice ends up being served. We still don't 100% know who was in the right, who was in the wrong. Again, the fact that the person who did the stabbing got charged indicates that police had at least like some sort of reason to believe that she could possibly be guilty of the things that they're claiming against her. So maybe there's some sort of evidence that we don't know that leads more heavily into into kind of like the side saying that that leads more heavily into the types of positions and things that would lead. No, hold on, that's not accurate. Hold on. But one thing that is the case is that she did end up getting charged, so that does mean that law enforcement probably found some sort of evidence that could indicate that she was guilty of what they charged her of, but we don't know 100% sure if that's true or not. And just in general, we don't know the the accuracy of everything. Not everyone who's charged is guilty, so that's also something very important to keep in mind. Another thing to keep in mind is the families of everyone involved. I would think especially the person who well, certainly to some extent the family of the person who ended up doing the stabbing, because they got her out on $50,000 bail, so that's got to be a lot of money, and hopefully that's something that they can recover and recuperate from financially. But at the end of the day, I'm sure it's a difficult situation for everyone involved. I hope that whatever wrongdoing was linked to the situation, whether that be some actual sort of complaint that should have been filed, or some sort of like predetermined malicious intent going into the situation, whatever may have occurred. I just hope that though the investigators just are able to see everything in a right way, get all of the evidence that they need, and they can make a right decision in the end. So yeah, it's very, very crazy story, very tense story. And, unfortunately, I don't know how many more answers that the student body is going to get. But yeah, we'll have to see. Another thing would be interesting to see is how long it will take for the victim to be identified. As far as we know, the victim has not been, officially identified. There are some pretty strong, well, I don't know about strong, but there's some very intense theories about who the individual is, and the circumstances that person might have been in. So that's also very interesting. I'm sure a lot of people in the comments are going to be talking about that. I'm sure a lot of people in the comment section are going to be talking about that. But yeah, in the meantime, prayer is certainly warranted, and I hope that you guys have conversations about this, and also are in light of this doing what you can to take steps to make sure that you're safe on campus, but at the same time making sure you're not rushing to judgment based on things that we don't know for sure. So that's pretty much all that I have regarding this situation. I'll be keeping an eye on it, but I don't expect me to run around making videos about this every day. I'll just update things as there are big major developments, such as a lot of new information coming out on this scenario. So yeah, pretty much all I have. Alrighty. Let's see. I was gonna react to this, but I don't see. I think Mr. Pizza's gone from the chat. Mr. Pizza, are you still in chat? I do not think Mr. Pizza is still in chat. If he was still in chat, I would react to it. But one, I very much just want to dive into to Halo, and two, he's like the main person who wants me to react to the content. So it's not really like a reaction stream. I kind of want, you know, especially like the decompress from everything, it'd be good to just pop it. Oh, Mr. Pizza's here. Well, all right, I'll go ahead and react to the video. Let me pull this up here. So Will Dog is someone who, you know, is I can't remember, Mr. Pizza, if Will Dog is someone who, you know, has made a lot of content with you guys. I know that he is doing some of the casting for, I believe it's CWS. There's a, you know, a virtual wrestling tournament that Mr. Pizza and Will Dog are doing commentating for together. So yeah, they do that. And Will Dog also does, you know, some interesting videos. I think he does a range of, like, he's done like testings, like taste testing and reviews of food before. He's done like meme reactions before. But he came up with this video, and it only came out, you know, several days ago, saying, you know, are reaction videos fun anymore? And I actually kind of have my own opinion about this, but I'd like to see what he has to say regarding this too, as he is someone with 26.4 thousand subscribers. So let's check this out.
How is the HCW universe doing? I am Will Dog, and welcome back to another video of mine, and today we are going to be talking about the topic of reaction videos, something that I am well known for making in my channel, since, like, basically the start of the channel. But, the inspiration of this video, just letting you guys know, is a buddy of mine, ISM, his name is Colin. You guys might know him from the reaction I did with Mr. Pizza to The Liberator.
Yeah, that's cool.
He made a video called Are We Nearing the End of the ISM channel? I watched it, and it was a really good video. I'm gonna link it in the description if you guys want to go give it a watch. So yeah, are reaction videos fun? Well, are they fun anymore? In some ways, no, because it depends on mainly what you're reacting to.
Here's the thing, I think it doesn't 100% depend on what you're reacting to. I think that's part of it. But I think you can react to a boring video and make it really, really interesting and engaging. And I think, you know what, this would be an interesting moment to talk about The Liberator, because I've been wanting to talk about The Liberator on stream. Everybody in my Discord's been hating on him. Because they're salty that he's not going to be reacting to their YTPs anymore, which I think is, you know, a little bit silly. I think if he wants to change his lane and talk about a different type of, you know, do different types of content, I think that he should, you know, feel free to do that, so long as he's doing that well. Now, the problem is, I watched one of his reactions and it felt like something was missing. And so I started like paying closer attention to what exactly he was doing as the video progressed. And I realized he just wasn't really adding that much to the video. He was watching a really bad video, a really bad movie on Netflix, and basically like reacting to it. And we've seen this before in different, like, you know, different forms. I think Alex Myers is probably like one of the biggest offenders of this, but Odd Ones Out, I think, has done this occasionally, if I'm not mistaken. In any case, he was basically, you know, reacting to the movie as one does with a bad movie. But the problem with his approach was, first of all, he didn't open up by explaining what the movie is. He just kind of like dove right in. So I had no context about what was actually happening. You know, from the get-go, I didn't even know like if this movie was on Netflix until he said it like in the middle of the video. But also, he didn't really like add in too many thoughts to the video that he reacted to, when he certainly could have. Like Kim Kardashian was in the movie he reacted to, this terrible Netflix movie. Kim Kardashian, he could have easily been like, you know, I'm gonna go in and you could have been like, you know, well, wait, why is Kim Kardashian in this movie? And then done some research and then been like, oh, well, that's interesting. She was the cousin of one of the videographers and he wanted, you know, a favor from her, so she decided to hop into this movie. Like, stuff like that could have been like done, or someone could have, or like he could have been like, how much did this movie cost? And then he like went into like the information about how much the movie cost. I think that he could have added more to the video, but I think at the end of the day, it certainly worked. But I think it's because the content carried. I think if he adds more to what he's reacting to, then you know, he'll exponentially increase the quality of his reaction. And that really only takes, I think, probably like 2 or 3 more minutes of airtime added to the actual video. If all he did was maybe like give it like an actual opinion other than like, oh, that was crazy to the video, it would have been a stellar video. It's already good, I think, because the movie is so like ridiculously bad that one thing to, you know, the Liberator's credit, he did pick good content to react. So I think that he probably has a good knack for knowing what to react to and what not to react to. And so it certainly worked on that sense. But I think if he just adds a little bit more opinion to it, then the quality of his content will skyrocket. And like, you know, Mr. Pizza saying here in the Discord is that his channel is growing. Maybe his channel would grow, maybe he'll get more viewers if you know, he added a little bit more you know, opinion into his reactions. Now, I will say this. You know, Mr. Pizza says, you know, I was never against Liberator moving out of YTP reactions. The problem is he's in denial about his fast dying channel. He's literally turning into reaction time. I don't know what that means. Reaction time. People say that like I should know who he is. I mean, he's not Justin Bieber, I don't think. But you know, I don't think it matters whether or not he acknowledges that his channel is dying. Why? I don't know why that's such a point of contention. I don't know why that particularly matters, because at the end of the day, the YouTube channel is about the content, right? Like, every piece of content is about the content itself. It's not about whether or not you think your channel is dying or not. You know, when I watch a YouTube channel, I'm not thinking like, oh, does he think that his channel is dying? Does he think his channel is dying or not? Like that's so minor. I don't understand why that is such a big part of this this discussion here. But in any case, kind of to bring that full circle back into Will Dog's video. Reaction videos aren't going to be fun if you're just sitting there laughing at the end of the day. You know, I used to do a lot of comedic reactions, but I don't really do them anymore because they're not as interesting to do and they're not as interesting to watch. Sure, you can watch a video of me being like, hilarious. But at the end of the day, that's not as fun or interesting to watch as, you know, someone, you know, well, actually, I'm getting stun locked here. It's not as fun or interesting to watch as, you know, someone who actually has their own opinion going into something and explaining, you know, their opinion, whether or not explaining why the person who made the video is right or breaking down why the person who made the video is wrong. So, opinion wins. You know, I think opinion wins. So the reason why talk radio, you know, gets higher ratings than all news radio, well, at least from what I understand it, in many aspects. You know, talk radio boomed when radio was thriving because people like hearing someone who has a fun personality and is talking for long periods of time about opinions that they hold very, very near and dear to them. So yeah, I think opinion wins. Opinion wins if you're going to be making long form content or if you're going to be making chatting content, reaction content. So you have to be able to do that. You can't be like, oh, well, I'm reacting to this and the content's the focus. No, the content's not 100% the focus. The content was focused if you watch the Treble movie on Netflix. The focus is on you, so you need to kind of make sure that you contribute and add it up to the content for it to not be, you know, stealing, as some people would call it. Not me, but, you know, all the haters of React content say that it's stealing. I don't agree with that. But let's see why Will Dog himself thinks that reaction videos aren't fun anymore.
Which is why I feel like I've been straying away from Peppa for so long, because, like, that's why I was having the time of my life reacting to the SpongeBob reactions. The channel's doing pretty good without Peppa for a while, and I'm really liking that the channel can live on without Peppa for a little bit. And it also seems like SpongeBob is really popular with you guys, and the next thing will be Quistoff, so we're gonna see how that does. I feel like with someone like me having done at one point 4 reaction videos in one day for like a while, you'd think I'd be really tired of doing reaction videos for now. And the answer is I was tired of doing reaction videos because it was on my phone. It was so annoying because it would keep lagging and all that, so it was really just getting tired. I just wanted to watch YouTube for the heck of it. I can't remember the last time I've watched a YouTube poop just on my free time. It also brings up the topic of that, why don't I just react to stuff that aren't YTPs? Which I have wanted to do, but I don't know what to react to because no one ever requests me to react to other stuff than YTPs.
I guess I guess this makes sense if his channel is built on, you know, reacting to requests, but, you know, I think it'd be nice if you built in, the flexibility to just talk about whatever. It doesn't have to be a request, but it can be a request if you want it to be. Because then you have the flexibility to be like, you know what, I'm getting burnt out from reacting to all these YTPs. Let me react to something else, and then you can go ahead and do that.
But now that I'm on the PC, it's a lot easier to make reaction videos. And my most fun reaction videos are with Patrick and Red, or with Red, or with Patrick, who really cares. I have so much fun making reaction videos with them because it's just so much easier to laugh at something because I don't feel like someone's watching me. When I look at the camera, I just see a camera. When I listen to Red or Patrick, it feels like someone's with me. I have someone to make jokes to, and it feels nice to be able to have that. And so if you guys want to know a little secret that I've been having for a while, for the past month or two, I've had Red in my background of every reaction video. Well, not really every. I've had him muted in OBS, but I've been having him watch the reaction videos with me because I thought it would be more fun for me, and I feel like the videos have been much better with that.
That's cool. I think it'd be really interesting if Will Dog had Red actually in there, unmuted. That would be kind of cool. PewDiePie started doing something very, very similar, having Cinnamon Toast Ken react to content with him, and that's really fun. It adds like a new flavor to the tried and true format while not getting rid of PewDiePie's typical reactions. You got Cinnamon Toast Ken over there in the corner with his big black glasses in his cat grill headset. It's a nice addition, but it doesn't take away from what you're already doing. That'd be dope, Will Dog, if you included Red on your channel.
And I feel like I haven't even, it's been 3 minutes and I haven't even given a real answer. And the answer is to reaction videos. It depends on who you are. A lot of people aren't really fans of reaction videos anymore. A lot of people have stopped doing them. And a lot of people say it is the laziest format of entertainment. And I gotta admit, it kind of is. You're just watching someone watch YouTube. But I feel like it's like...
Hold on, wait a second. Mr. Pizza sent me this.
I really do not...
Hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna copy the link and throw it in here. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Trying to find a way to... I guess there's no good way for me to do this without just throwing that window over. So I'm gonna bring it over here. So I guess this is the clip that has everyone up in arms about the Liberator.
I really do not think that this is a joke. My guy, your channel has been dropping fast. Instead of laughing it off, please take these criticisms into account.
What the fuck?
Wait, is that all he said? Is that it? That's what has you guys upset? I don't... Why is this such a big deal? He's switching from one type of content to a new type of content, and you guys are all salty because he's not reacting to your guys' YTPs anymore. Because you can't get clout out off him anymore, right? You can't then make YTPs and have him react to it, and he's a relatively big channel, so you guys you would get a bigger audience. I don't understand. This is not a big deal. It does not matter whether or not he says that his channel is dying or not. Because if I'm in his shoes, right, if I'm trying to branch out and completely change the type of content I make, I would completely ignore all of the folks who are complaining oh, you're doing different content. If Ninja wanted to switch up his content and make baking videos, I would not listen to little Fortnite kids complaining about, oh, why aren't you playing Fortnite? Because the whole point is to switch away to a different type of content. I think that the Liberator is new to this. He's learning, and he will figure this out. He just has to have time, and he has to practice. He has to, to fail and to succeed. Find his rhythm, and he'll find his niche. He's branching out, and I think that you guys have to give him some time to actually figure out what he's going to do and how to make the content he's going to make, without just blasting him for getting fewer views or not reacting to YTPs anymore. It just seems to me like this just does not make sense. I do not understand the frustration, the anger, and the fury that's been lashed out against the Liberator. Now, y'all can complain about the Liberator all you guys want to in the chat. All I ask is that you don't harass him, and I am 1000% still down to to do a collab with the Liberator. So I'm not saying that you guys are not allowed to have your own opinions about the Liberator, because you certainly are allowed to have your own opinions about the Liberator. I'm just saying, to me, it just seems kind of stupid and doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. That's all I'm saying. The last thing I'm thinking about when I watch a YouTuber is whether or not he thinks his channel is dying, or because I think that at the end of the day, YouTubers are going to make the content that they want to make, and so I'll have to either watch that content or watch something else. I'm not going to watch, like, I see this on Twitch all the time. I don't understand this. Twitch hosts like these esports events, and people host esports events on Twitch, like Call of Duty. I saw this both in Call of Duty and the Streamer Super Bowl, which just wrapped up tonight. And people were in the chat being like, oh, this game is boring. It's a terrible esport to watch. I don't like this at all. This game is dead. And then me and some other people in the chat are like, well, why are you watching this? If this is such a bad sport to watch, why are you even participating in the chat if you're saying that the game is dead? Why don't you just, like, do something else? But I feel like there are just people who can't get over maybe things changing, or maybe something just not being what you want it to be. And I don't know if that's what boat you're in. It certainly seems like that's the boat that the folks on the Twitch chat were in. But it's just, let the man make the content he wants to make. It ain't all that deep. He did not, insult your mother. You don't need to go all scorched earth and say that he's a terrible person. He's fine. He's fine. Let the poor man be. But anyways, y'all got me stun locked. Hold on. Let's get back to this video.
Maybe some people who watch reaction channels maybe don't have that friend to watch videos with, and they have them to watch it with them, so it feels more fun. And that's kind of, I feel like, one of my ways of being here, and that's why I want to get back into making reaction requests, because it's videos that you guys have watched and want to watch with me now. I'm just watching videos for the sake of it and trying to get like some good views, but I want to be able to go back to doing reaction requests more often, because I'm just kind of shunning out my audience who requested stuff. That's why I'm really happy about I did the Spinge Bill reaction stuff, because some of those were actually...
And that's one thing too, like, you have to be aware, like, when you're making content, of what your goal is. Is your goal to to get an audience and grow, or is it more to just make content that you enjoy making? So to make content that you enjoy making, then you'll probably want to lean more towards, I'll do whatever I want, I'll make whatever content I enjoy making. But if you're trying to, like, for lack of a better word, pander to a certain audience, then you will want to listen to your audience, so that you can kind of get that sustainable growth that you want.
Reaction requests more often, because I'm just kind of shunning out my audience who requested stuff. That's why I'm really happy about I did the Spinge Bill reaction stuff, because some of those were actually reaction requests from you guys. And I have to credit reaction videos where it is, because without reaction videos, my channel would probably be nowhere, because you guys notice that my gaming videos get a lot less views. If I react to something, it'll get like double the amount of views than a normal video, which I like, but I feel like my gaming videos are made better, they're funnier. I also probably just need to work on my thumbnail work. But yeah, once again, the answer to are reaction videos fun anymore? In a lot of ways, no. In a lot of ways, yes. It's an in the middle thing. Like I said, depending on who you...
I think that the whole React meta is, like, on YouTube at least, I think is going away a little bit in favor of kind of more commentary content, where it's actually videos like what Will Dog's making here, where you just sit in front of a camera and talk about a topic. I'm trying to move my clips channel into a more like mogul mail pyro live type of content, where it's I'm actually covering something. I'm actually reacting to a situation, explaining something, breaking something down, giving you guys my opinions. I think that the way that my last clip blew up was absolutely ridiculous, and I don't know if it was like that much better than my other content to blow up that much. I think it only blew up because I was covering a story that not a lot of other people were covering, but I think that video, my video covering the Rick and Morty situation with Justin Roiland, and my video, covering, Nikki Haley presumptively announcing that she's running for president, have all been some of my best clips over the past, in this very short season 3, specifically because it's kind of leaning more into that commentary side of things, where I'm actually giving my own thoughts, and so like this, for example, is a lot better. Me reacting to this video and talking with you guys in chat about the situation is a lot better than if I just reacted to a YTP for 2 minutes, laughed, and then called it a day. Because now I'm actually talking and giving like my thoughts and opinions on something. And I think at the end of the day, that's all the viewers want. And you're not getting that as much with reaction videos anymore. And maybe it's because, like Will Dog, people are just getting, and I'm assuming the Liberator as well, people are just getting burned out from doing reactions to the same old types of content over and over again, and they want to talk about topics and things that are going on, or they want to like just react to different types of content where they can actually like give thoughts on. So anyway, it's kind of interesting. But that's kind of what I'm seeing from this section of the video. Hey, ISM, what's up? Lennox O. We have like everybody in the house. We've got ISM, we've got Lennox O, we got Mr. Pizza. That's fire. That's fire. Great. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I guess you've been summoned because I was talking about the Liberator.
For me, it started getting boring because I was just watching videos for the sake of watching videos, so that's why I have red in the background. Not in this video. I don't even have my headset on. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun making reaction videos. I feel like 2023 is going to be a good year for the channel because so far we have had a banger of a year. A banger! I'm very excited to see what 2023 comes with. I kind of want to rewatch this video in 2024 and see if I still agree with some of the stuff that I said. I want to see if I'm still doing hip-hop
I like that.
at that
I like
point
that.
and see if I still have this mic, because who knows? I've been upgrading. I've been changing mics like every 2 weeks at this point. I don't know what this video accomplished.
What do you guys think of this guy's mic? Let me know in the comments. I think his mic sounds fine. If you're gonna upgrade to something, I would get something high end at that point. The only thing is, I don't know if he's running EQ on it. Maybe he could run EQ to make it sound a little better. I'm running an EQ on my microphone, as well as some processing. So maybe there's some processing he could add, but I don't think his microphone sounds so bad that he'll need to upgrade it unless he's spending $200-$300 on a new microphone.
I set out to make a video asking and telling if reaction videos were fun, and I don't know if I gave a good opinion of my own. For someone who has 26,000 subscribers, I have very little to say on the stuff that I do. Yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this video. Let me know if there's anything else you guys would like me to explain in my channel, or like what I do and all that, because making these videos are fun. They're a lot different from what I normally do, but I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all later. See ya.
Exactly. I was literally thinking that like the type of content where you're just sitting and talking is just like a lot better than is just a lot better than the type of just like reacting to like stuff, which isn't bad, or even like the outrage, because I watched like the right-wing version of the videos where it's like you've got Brett Cooper, you've got the Quartering making these YouTube shorts making fun of like woke people being ridiculous, which is like it's not the same content, but it's a very similar format. So that's why I draw the comparison. But at the end of the day, that's not the most valuable content. Certainly not the most valuable content. Hold on, I'm gonna check the chat because it looks like let's see. It looks like folks are sharing their thoughts on the whole. On the whole situation. Oh, official Mike is in the chat. Hold on, this is fire. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna unmute the tab. Okay, Mr. Pizza says, great. Now that you're here, explain the situation. Oh yeah, Brett Cooper is very fun.
Said in the chat.
I
love Brett Cooper's videos.
Brett Cooper's literally right-wing Hassan, but without like the insanity and the hubris and the narcissism, and I am 1000% here for it. Let's see. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and fire up Halo. Actually, I'm gonna pop into the Halo chat in the Discord as well. Let's see here. Let me pull this up, and then I'll go and react to you guys' chats, because you guys have some very, very, very strongly opinionated thoughts on the Liberator, so I want to go through them and react to those.
Official
All right, hold on.
Said in the chat. Same with Ben Shapiro.
Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. All right, now I'm gonna go read through these chat messages. Okay, ISM says it's not that the Liberator doesn't react to YTPs anymore. We don't like him because he spits in the face of his community with his off-camera comments just to scratch the surface. What off-camera comments? I don't know what it is that he's been saying that would warrant kind of the responses or the reaction that his content has gotten from you guys, or his existence has gotten from you guys. I don't understand. It could just be that he's aggravated and upset because he's been pressured to do this content that he doesn't want to do anymore, or maybe he's being harassed because he's not still making the same types of content. I think that's understandable, even if it's not, you know, the correct response. Yeah, I mean, you guys are being so vague. Like, just go ahead and say what he did. Like, you guys are like, you're dancing around the issue. And it makes it hard for me to even understand where your grievances lie, because you're not really, like, explaining where they're coming from.
Mike said in the chat, we don't talk about the Liberator simp anymore, we talk about Giga Chads like no newbie.
Yo, y'all are gassing me up. Y'all are gassing me up. Y'all are crazy. I refuse to call myself Giga Chad. I'm gonna go play some of these maps towards the end because I don't play them as often. Let's see here. I sometimes have been focused on making my music YouTube afterthought. That's dope. That's cool. It's cool, like, that you found you know, a different creative outlet, because it's nice. It's always fun to have a variety of creative outlets rather than relying on just one or two or three. Rhythm Like Mike said, how's shooting down China's spy equipment go? I don't know. Also, official Mike, you're Canadian, right?
Said in the chat, LMAO, we're making an hour-long video like we did for Daniel Lord.
Yo!
Official Mike
Why?
said in the chat, who's the Liberator?
Why are you making...
Mr. Pizza said in the chat,
Wait a
if
minute.
it's true that video will explain the whole stuff.
Wait a minute.
Official Mike said in the chat, I
So,
forgot about
this
that guy
dude-
cause he's just like everyone else.
Wait, so this dude who is reacting to a lot of your guys' content and probably getting you guys a fair amount of views, because he's, like, you know, relatively influential. He's like a bigger YouTuber. When it comes to, like, the whole React scene, or nice, we traded. When it comes to the whole React scene, this guy stopped reacting to your guys' YTPs, and then, like, you guys are suddenly up in arms. Now you say that, you know, he said this, he said that. I haven't seen.
Shooting down that balloon.
I have not seen what it is that you guys have been, like, so upset about.
Double kill.
Like, you guys have been saying, like, oh, he said this, he said that, like, you know, oh, he spit in our faces. And I'm seeing no quotes. I'm seeing no, you know, no clips of him doing anything. He laughed at a chat. And is that was a smoking gun? If that was a smoking gun, then I don't even need like a Nerf, you know, I don't even need like Nerf protective gear, because that doesn't
Official Mike
sound as
said in
bad
the
as a
chat,
lot of you guys are trying to make it
if
sound.
we just ignore the Liberator, he will fade into obscurity.
Why do we need to ignore him? Well, I guess maybe I'm ignoring him, except for, you know, trying to do a collab with him, because I do want to do a collab with him. I really enjoyed the collab I did with him before. I want to do another one. But
Killing spree.
it just is so silly to me.
Halfway to victory.
Like, again, it doesn't matter if he thinks his channel is dead.
Victory.
And if he isn't reacting to YTVs anymore and you want to see YTV reactions, you should probably just go to a different channel.
Round one.
And maybe I'm being harsh. Maybe I'm being scorched earth, but this just seems completely out of proportion.
Continue winning.
The crime is having a dying channel and not acknowledging it. Right? That's the crime. And now we're gonna say, like, what? He's a bad person? Or not acknowledging that his channel is dying? Oh, that was a good aim. And I don't know why I'm getting so passionate over something I don't care about. I think it's mostly the pettiness, right? Because, you know, like I said in the earlier stream, pettiness really is like, it gets me. It's very annoying. I hate it. But this whole thing seems petty. It's like, oh, you're gonna stop reacting to YTPs?
We should all go take an OChem class.
Take an OChem? If I had to take an OChem class, I'd be way more amped than this.
How very surgical.
Like, bro, there's like, you know, the hunger that only Snickers can satiate, and then there's like OChem. OChem is worse.
Killing spree. Nearing
Okay, hold on.
victory.
A fitting commendation.
Yo, 100 seconds, almost at 100 seconds, and we've already almost won. Quick work, boys.
Your ammo reserves are depleting.
Double kill.
There we go. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Oh wait, no, we didn't win. Hold on, what we did? What?
Round
There we go.
one.
I thought that we had won. I don't understand. Hey guys, we got the dub. We got the dub, boys.
Round 3.
Ever closer to victory.
Oh my goodness. Oh no. Almost got killed on that one. Oh my goodness, there's a bazooka? What?
Lost the lead. Gained the lead.
Gained the lead. Lost the lead. Man, you know what? I hate it when gained the lead loses the lead. It's so annoying.
Way to victory.
Come on, come on, come on. Be nearby. Hey! I thought I had him. Man, sometimes if
Official
someone's
Mike
taking
Mike.
damage, you can go and get
Said in the
hit.
chat. My friend needs a class on how to not get sick.
You know, the main thing you want to do if you don't want to get sick at all is never wash your hands, especially before you eat and after using the bathroom. If you do that, then your immune system will be powerful and you will never get sick.
Gained the lead.
Here you go, finally. Goodness gracious, I can't seem to stop. Alright, let's see.
41 Spanker, inbound.
Yeah, I felt spanked.
Lost the lead.
F41 Spanker available. An electric kill.
I don't know how to use this weapon.
Gained the
Mr.
lead.
Oh, nice,
Pizza
we gained the lead.
said in the chat. I finished a really good show recently.
Lost
Well,
the
what there is
lead.
of it. Only
Nearing
one season
victory.
at the moment.
Gained
Wait,
the
what should
Super
lead.
hype for season 2.
Yo, what show did you watch? We need to talk more about, as a bread game, we need to talk more about television. I'm a huge fan, a huge stan of television, but we just don't really talk about it that much. And I don't know why. We need to talk about it a lot more. Like I'm rewatching Mr. Robot right now. I'm probably gonna be watching either season 1 of The Chosen or I'll probably either be watching the first season of The Chosen for the first time, or
One.
I'll be rewatching Succession. Bro,
Facing elimination.
you know, people hate on modern television. Well, I don't know about if a lot of people hate on modern television, but I think they should hate on modern television because honestly, a lot of modern television is trash. But there's so much good old content, and it's not even like that old. It's just like 10 years old. That like is much better than what's going out today. Yeah, I'm not even talking about like woke stuff. The production value, particularly the writing, is just so much better in a lot of the older content.
Halfway to victory.
But still, we've got some good modern shows. Succession is one of them. I hear The Chosen is one of them. The Chosen is one of the highest rated shows on IMDb of all time, and I don't know if it's just homeschool moms giving it high ratings, or if it's that it's actually good. So that's one thing I'm excited to see. You know, it's very rare that you see a show where every single episode is like, you know, 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10, like every single week. But that's kind of...
Mr. Pizza said in the chat, Jujutsu Kaisen. It's a shonen anime. My god, was it so good. The animation is bountiful. The fight scenes are the best I've seen. The story is engaging, etc. It's so good.
Jujutsu Kaisen. Oh, okay, it was an anime. Did you ever, did you watch the most recent Minecraft stream? Because Thorvin was talking about the anime that he watches, and he was giving me recommendations on stream. And I wonder if you guys have heard of them. Like the shows that he recommended.
Victory.
There we go. I'll take that. I'll take that. Bro, that was a clean sweep. Bro, that accuracy is horrible. I'm actually pretty tired, and I think that's 100% why I got the accuracy level that I did.
Mr. Pizza said in the chat, I was not there on the Minecraft stream. What animes was he talking about?
I forget all of them. I think I had mentioned One Piece, and he agreed with me that I would enjoy Cowboy Bebop. But they were all like, I don't know if they're obscure, but they're at least not like the most popular animes out there.
Slayer.
They were like animes I'd never heard of. So I planned on like going through the list. He sent it to me in the Discord DM.
Earn more kills than your opponents to win. They're close. Great kill.
Mr. Pizza said in the chat, but newbie, if you want a good anime to Jujutsu
Let's go.
Kaisen is a must-watch.
Yeah,
Whether you're
let's
new to
go.
anime or not, it does get pretty bloody, so I don't know how you feel about that.
Bro, I do not care about blood. I literally watched Mr. Robot, where there was a scene where, you know, a shooting victim, you know, the FBI agents kind of went into the morgue and was literally sucking the bullet out of the brain of the shooting victim. I do not care about violence or gore. I was considering watching, well, I'm still considering that trilogy that A24 released last year. Yes, they released a whole trilogy in 1 year. It was really crazy. Ooh. But I've never really seen blood in an anime thing. Blood in an anime thing really wouldn't bother me.
Round one.
Let's go.
Round two.
Hey, you guys,
Got them on the run.
you guys in chat who have played Halo, do you guys like Halo Infinite? I've seen so many people like hating on Halo Infinite and like trashing it, but I don't know. I kind of enjoyed the game. Now maybe it's just the mode that I play, because TDM is like my thing. if it's TDM or like capture flag or like control points or something to that effect, I am always in. So maybe it's a thing of like, I just love this mode so much, and Halo is a way to play this in like a single player thing, you know, with like or the other Halos don't anyways. So maybe that's it. But in any case, oh
Halfway to victory.
no. Oh.
Mr. Pizza said in the chat, Halo Infinite Loki looks fun. Gotta install it XD.
It's very fun.
Nearing victory.
Whoa!
Killing
Okay.
spree.
Still expected that. Yeah, dude, why'd you upgrade it to Windows 11?
Another one down. Kaboom.
Oh my goodness! That dude was hard to keep track of for some reason.
Round
Well, that was easy.
one.
Yo! That was too easy.
Round 3.
Keep it up.
I need to schedule times to play with Thorben. Also, here's a question. I am considering making a podcast with Thorben. And I'm wondering if you guys would rather the podcast be about politics or about like shows and
How
movies.
very surgical.
I think we could actually make a pretty good podcast about shows and movies, but I know also that both of us are very political. So I'm trying to think of what would be like the best, most expedient thing to cover, or expedient thing to do with the content. I'm actually starting to think that the TV thing is TV, movies, shows.
Halfway to victory.
Ooh, got blasted to oblivion there. Blasted!
Spartan down.
Nearing victory.
Let's go.
Mr. Pizza said in the chat, if you want to do a podcast with Hero Beam, I'd be down for a TV and show based one.
Elimination.
Being biased of course since I'm not into politics.
We've got
Yeah,
this in the bag.
I actually started thinking too that first of all, there aren't enough conservatives doing content that's more focused on culture. You know, the Turning Point USA actually talked about this when they came and stopped by Cedarville University one time. They were like, yo, conservative content creators need to go and do like pop culture content online, because like the left does it. Everyone who does like political content or cultural content online is like woke for the most part. Like they're like very heavy into like the LGBT thing, and they're probably very much like, you know, against like traditional roles and lifestyles, probably against Christianity as well. But you know, you don't see conservatives doing the same thing, talking about, you know, you don't see conservatives running around talking about culture in their content as like the focus rather than politics being the focus. Because there are a couple things to that. First of all, it's not like conservatives don't watch TV and don't watch movies. We do. So it'd be good to like have
killing
you know,
spree.
a piece of content created for those types of people that isn't like outright hostile to them, but also isn't constantly inflaming the narratives of the culture war at them. Like, being a conservative and making content about culture doesn't mean that you're screaming about cancel culture when you're talking about a show the whole time. You just talk about the show's merits, but it's, you know, from, you know, a particular point of view. It's the same as if you watch a Wokey. It's the same as if you watch like some woke dude, you know, talking about a show on YouTube. You know, 9 times out of 10 they're not even mentioning politics. But they may just like drop something about politics in there, or like whatever like political cause they care about, or like queer representation or something like that. But that's not going to be the majority of the content. And so I think as a conservative, if I'm going to make content like that, I also should be focusing 100% on, oh, culture war this, you know, racial, you know, things that like nah. The focus would be the content. That said, I think if we ended up making a show, 50% of the show would be me arguing with Corbin about whether or not something is woke. Like, if you listen to the last stream, I was talking about making the podcast with them. And I was like, it would be formatted like ESPN's First Take or like FS1's Undisputed, where we're just arguing, and I'm be like over here like, steal! I think we'd also have to make sure that we watch the same things. That's what Spoiler in Time does. Because otherwise it'll just be crosstalk. I'll talk about something that he's never seen, and he talks about something I've never seen.
Chat. I need to get back into making YTP.
Well, because
don't know why I've put it off for so long.
Because we're making that rotoscope thing, right? Isn't that why? But yeah, editing videos is like really fun. I'm still currently like ripping a bunch of movies because I still have not recovered everything that got lost in the power outage on my Plex server. But when I do, I'll be making fan TV spots and trailers again.
How very surgical. Active camo inbound.
Oh, let's go.
Active camo available.
Oh. I was hoping to dodge a shot by jumping there. But that just did not work. Oh! Quick. Reload. Woo! Let's go, boys.
To victory.
Bro, we're not halfway to victory. We're 6 points away from victory.
Mr. Pizza said in the chat.
Victory.
Newbie, how do you separate like music and voices from like your movie edits? I think you've done that.
So I actually, if you go to my Now Newbie Dude channel, I actually did a live stream where I did it live. I did it live years ago, before I was actually like live streaming seriously. There's some tools in Audacity for making karaoke. Let's see, for making karaoke edits of audio with music, so that you can extract the music away from the vocals. So there's that. There's like, I forget all the tricks, but when it comes to, you know, if you're trying to make a, let's see here.
Active camo inbound.
Honestly, I forget all of them. I think Audacity has some built-in filters where you can use it to extract audio. But it's been a while since I do it. I'm sure that if I tried to do it again, like, it wouldn't be too hard because it'd be like muscle memory.
Halfway to victory.
But watch my stream about it that I did on the Not Newbie Dude channel. I think it was for like a Terminator Genesis trailer. I extracted audio for it. And the result wasn't the greatest, but the methodology is like everything you would need to extract it on your own. Now, there's a YouTube channel called Random Videos that releases trailers and yeah, mostly trailers that have the music removed or the sound effects removed, or it has only the vocals. So if you want to make a fan trailer and you need just raw material that's in a high quality, I would recommend going to Random Videos first. It's a good way to find good trailer music. It's a good way to find some video clips with vocal stems where the music and sound effects have been removed.
Round 1.
But yeah, it's a fun process. When I do it again, I have to make another tutorial.
Keep it up, Spartan.
But typically what I would do now is I would try to find a piece of the content that doesn't have any music in it. Because that just makes it a lot more easier. A lot easier, sorry, grammar.
Active camo inbound.
Bro! Y'all snuck up on me.
Mr. Pizza said in the chat,
Active camo
sometimes I hate Netflix. Last night I wanted to watch the Pokemon Sun and Moon series and it turns out Netflix removed it.
Bro, this is why I don't get Netflix. My sister got Netflix so she wanted to watch some stuff on there. That's fair and fine. I'm not going to be mad because Sam Esmail has a movie coming out at the end of the year on there. That said, this is why I collect DVDs. This is why I collect movies. And this is why I'm building on a Plex server. I'm ripping all the content that I buy. I buy stuff on iTunes. And I throw everything on a hard drive. Back it up now because of the power outage issue. But I host my own streaming service. I literally host my own streaming service because streaming is fun. Streaming is convenient, though it's not convenient. Not knowing whether or not a show that's on your favorite streaming service is going to go away, disappear out of oblivion for no reason. Having to deal with the ever-increasing costs of streaming services that both have been running at losses for years and so not even actually make money, but also we're heading into an economic depression, and so inflation is rising exponentially. None of that.
Mr. Pizza
have DVDs,
said in the
movies,
chat,
and Blu-rays
it's
on
no big
my
deal though,
shelf.
I'll just watch it on third-party websites.
I've got everything on my shelf. I do not need to worry about I do not need to worry about cost of a subscription. I do not need to worry about a show going away. I mean, worry about the show being canceled either, because most of the shows up here, they've already ended their runs, and they either got canceled gracefully or they ended completely. He said, "No, I'm not gonna pirate. I used to pirate, but it's cool. Pirating is where I got the idea to host my own streaming service from, because I'm gonna tell you a story, right?
In the chat,
Active camo inbound.
I'm gonna tell
have
you a
you
story.
considered playing the Hitman games on stream?
I used to procure the Mr. Robot seasons 1 through 3, the high quality Blu-ray files, because it was my favorite show, and my parents had even subscribed to Amazon Prime, so it wasn't like I was getting something I wasn't paying for, but I was on campus, which is why I wasn't just signed into Amazon Prime. They didn't give me the credentials. But then what I did was I made the promise. I was like, this is unethical. I'm literally stealing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go and buy content when I can afford to do so, and that's literally what I did. When I first started collecting Blu-rays, the first thing I bought was Mr. Robot to kind of make up for getting those files. And while I don't condone stealing content like that, it is a great gateway to, if you're downloading files, it's a great gateway into getting into the rhythm of actually owning your content on hard drives. So the best route is to buy your content on a disc, figure out how to rip it. There's software called MakeMKV that lets you do it.
Mr. Pizza.
And then throw it on a hard drive, install Plex in your computer,
pirate software when
run
I
a software, run a server.
Sometimes
Booyah.
video games, but movies, anime, TV series, etc. I don't pirate because third-party websites exist.
Those third-party websites are piracy sites, right? Like Kim Cartoon, 321 Movies, those are all piracy sites. That's what we're talking about, right? Because they're streaming. Unless you're talking about watching like The Office on Netflix, that's technically third-party site as well. But look, here's the thing: buying the content is always the best way to go. One thing I like about it too is that it makes for a backup, because not only do I have, you know, the files actually on the server, but I've got the discs up in the wall. I've got, you know, certain iTunes purchases I can stream from iTunes. So let's say my server goes down, I have access to everything. Because it's really great. I'm kind of blessed to be in the position where I can afford to maintain something like this. But yeah, the only thing I would consider pirating is something you can't buy, or something that'd be hard to get, or something that the company isn't making money off of. Like Lego Island 2. Or an emulator. But I don't know the ins and outs of all that.
Slayer.
Mr. Pizza said in the chat, I mean, I guess so. Since they're illegally hosting copyrighted content, but most time you can't download the video, but on some sites like GoGoAnime you can.
That's true, but those streaming sites, I don't like them. And one reason I stopped, when I shoot,
and claim victory.
No, my keyboard battery just died. Hold on, wait, is it dead? No, it's back. Okay. Like, one of the worst things about like using those sites is that they don't always work, or they'll have some episodes of a show, not others. Buying a Blu-ray, buying a disc gets rid of all of those issues, because then it's like, hey, I just throw it in the DVD player, or I rip the files and just play them off my flash drive or whatever. It is wonderful.
That was a surprise.
Yo!
Mr. Pizza said in the chat, I think the reason why stuff like Kiss Cartoon, GoGoAnime, 123 movies, etc. have so many different site versions is because they most likely keep getting wrecked by the higher-ups of copyright.
That is true. The original versions of those sites aren't being hosted anymore. Like, they're all like basically like remakes. They're all basically remakes. But yes. See, it's hard to explain like how nice and fun it is, you know, to own the discs, to have the highest quality possible, because Blu-rays have a higher quality of higher fidelity than streaming. If you want to know how much better something on disc is
Mr. Pizza
than something streaming is, watch the reviews of Game of Thrones.
Stuff like GoGoAnime can be annoying when it doesn't
Watch
got
reviews
the
of the
show you
Game of
want to
Thrones
see.
4K
but then again,
disc.
there is so many more sites of GoGoAnime, so one of them will have what you want.
Watch the reviews for the 4K release of Game of Thrones that was comparing it to the Blu-ray, to HBO Max's copy of Game of Thrones. They're both in 4K, but the 4K Blu-ray is just so much better.
Enemy halfway to victory.
Come on, bro. Man, my team's kind of getting shellacked. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I can't keep you from doing what you're doing, and I understand,
S7 sniper
like,
available.
you know, doing it because you can't afford to buy it. Because especially anime, I've looked up anime. Anime can be very expensive to import.
Very surgical.
So I understand that aspect. And you know, when I was younger, the only reason that I got the content the way that I did was because I couldn't afford it.
Said in the chat,
but at the
I
same
did
time,
get
it's
season
not
1 of
ethical.
the 2003 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles animated series on DVD. It was incredibly hard to find for a good price, but I finally found a single copy on eBay for a good deal.
Dude, that is where it's at. Literally, like, half of my unboxings that I do that are on the 9to Be Vlogs channel is literally because I found something that was hard to find, or I found something that was rare. Like, I mean, I'm very blessed. The
M41 Spanker available.
Of all the rare discs I've tried to get, that was like within a reasonable price range for me, there's only one that I was not able to get, and I still have my eye out for it. It is the Australian DVD for OKKO Season 1. It is, I think it's actually anime inspired, but it's a Cartoon Network show that ran for like 2 or 3 seasons.
Mr. Pizza said in the chat, true anime can be expensive.
Yeah.
Makes sense, especially for dubbed anime on DVD.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that when I start watching anime, I'll be able to find something. Cowboy Bebop seems to be at a good price from what I could see. Have you ever seen Cowboy Bebop, by the way? Would you consider that true anime?
Enemy team nearing victory.
I don't know what it means for something to be true anime. Another one bites the dust.
You're on a roll, Spark.
Gained the lead. Killing spree.
Gain the lead.
Double kill.
Double
This
kill.
accolade is well deserved.
Have you been watching the Athena AI show? He's been taking streamers and making AI versions of them.
Lost the lead.
He recently did, come on.
Power weapons inbound.
He recently did, Andrew Tate. And he made an AI version of Andrew Tate.
The lead.
Power weapons now
It was
available.
hilarious.
Mr. Pizza said in the
Lost
chat,
the lead.
TMNT 2003 for DVD I don't think is made anymore. So getting a really good deal is hard.
Yes!
Since some people want $1,000 for all the seasons.
That was so hard.
Round
You've got them on the run.
Oh, it's out of print. Those out of prints. I love those. Like, I've got some nice out of prints. I was able to import seasons 1 through 3 of Summer Camp Island on DVD from the UK, from like Germany. That was awesome. I just got seasons 1 and 2 of Designated Survivor on Blu-ray from like Germany. Bro, importing discs is so fun. The only thing is if they're truly international, they take a while to ship. But oh boy, it's worth it.
Lost the lead.
Bro!
Mr.
Come on,
Pizza
man.
said in the chat, I've never seen Cowboy Bebop personally. I mainly watch shonen anime, so stuff like
Gained the
Dragon
lead.
Ball, One Piece, Naruto, Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer, etc. But I hear Cowboy Bebop is good.
Okay, my sister says that said something about Demon Slayer once. But can you explain what exactly a shonen is? Is that like do shonens have kaijus? I do know what kaijus are.
Power items
Bro, I
en
kind of
route.
want to get some BB guns, not gonna lie.
Power Troops have arrived.
Mr. Pizza
Way to victory.
said in the chat. Shonen is a popular anime studio famous for making series like Naruto.
Oh, it's a studio? I thought it was a genre. I don't know why I thought it was a genre. Bro, what is the handling on this thing? This is worse than the GTA vehicles.
Nearing victory.
Let's go.
S7 sniper inbound.
Who shot me?
Round 1.
Well, hey, we got the W at the end of the day.
Round 3.
Keep it up, Spartan.
I think the rarest thing I have in my collection is
Mr. Pizza
Season 1 of
said in
Avengers
the
vs. My
chat,
Hero on Blu-ray.
Demon Slayer is pretty cool. The animation is phenomenal to say the least. In my opinion is pretty overhyped, but it's not bad at all.
It's crazy. Avengers vs. My Hero usually goes for like... Avengers vs. My Hero Season 1 usually goes for like $120 or so. I got it for $40. And no, I didn't have to
Mr. Pizza
rob anyone to get it.
said in the chat. I guess shonen could be its own genre of anime when you think about it.
Maybe that's why, maybe it was like described that way to me. Or maybe I misinterpreted what was said to me. Come on, no headshots. Needle.
Classic kill.
Well, that worked.
Mr. Pizza
Power items
said in the
incoming.
chat. I don't know, I don't look too deep into that stuff. I'm just a casual anime watcher.
I mean,
Power items.
I don't know how casual you are. I thought maybe you were getting kind of into it at some
Way
point.
to victory. Killing spree. Triple kill.
Skill.
Yo, we're fighting simulators for the win. Let's go, boys. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Mr. Pizza said in the chat.
Round
Netflix
1.
has some pretty solid original anime. You just gotta look LOL.
My sister's found it all.
Team facing elimination.
I thought about watching some of it with her. I do have my own shows I'm trying to
Got
watch.
this in the bag, eh? Spike obtained.
What does the spike do? Are you guys familiar with the spike? Bro, you just jumped over the cliff. There we go, there are the villains. Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? Yeah, Get needled, bruh. Get needled. Get freaking needled, bruh. Get needled.
Gain the lead.
Okay, maybe not today.
Double kill.
Mr. Pizza said in the chat, I don't involve myself in anime fandoms. Honestly, it's more toxic than the YTP community. I say casual watcher because if I find a good anime, I'll just watch it over the span of a while.
Yeah, the YTP
fitting
fandoms.
commendation.
YTP fandoms are pretty bad, but they're child's play compared to what compared to what I see on the internet. The anti-JK Rowling people,
Mr. Pizza
they're harassing people right now
said
for
in the chat,
playing a video game. It's
not just gonna
crazy.
spend all day binging a single anime. So I'll just watch it casually, and just watch it when I feel like it.
Yeah, man, that's the best way to go. I mean, there's no better way to go about it. The worst thing, you know, as part of a television experience, is for the show that you're watching, even if it's good, to feel like a chore while you're watching it. Like for me, that just like defeats the whole point. Don't do it then if you don't enjoy it or feel like watching it when you watch it.
S7 sniper inbound.
S7 sniper inbound.
S7 sniper available.
Lost
Whoa!
the lead.
Bro! Yo, how did that happen? Yeah, I wish I wasn't so tired, because after this I'm going to have to edit my video about the whole stabbing situation.
Gain the lead.
But I do want it to go live tomorrow. Because the news that came out is rather recent. I don't want it to get outdated. Like 1 hour after my last video went live, it got outdated. So it just had a bunch of old information.
Mr. Pizza said in the chat, even Jujutsu Kaisen took me about a week to watch, since I only watched a few episodes at a time. Plus it makes it more exciting when you go and watch more.
Inbound.
That is true. I do prefer kind of like this slow burns of watching television shows rather than watching them all
M41 Spanker available.
like while I'm binging them, because what I like about shows more than movies already is the fact that you can enjoy it for long periods of time. It's not like a one and done thing where you just sit there for 2 hours and like, oh well, I guess I don't get to enjoy that anymore because it's already over. Television is not like that. And that's why I like the television medium better than the medium of film. So yeah, when you prolong the process, especially if it's a show you like, you know, it's a W.
Clearing victory. Flawless victory.
Let's go. Alright, y'all, I think I'm gonna sign out. Because I got some editing that I need to do. Also, I'm a little bit tired because one of the things I gotta take care of. Oh my goodness. Yo, look at that accuracy, bro. That shows how tired I am. Okay. Alright, y'all. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in. It's been a wild day. Once again, kind of going back to
Mr. Pizza
the whole conversation that we had when it came to the whole stabbing situation.
Even when it comes to shows,
See,
don't let
it's true.
it in your day. Let's go touch grass, hit the gym and stuff. Save binging a show for when you get down with the sickness.
That's very true. Very true. But again, with the whole stabbing situation, keep everyone in your prayers, and also very importantly, also don't go around spreading rumors, you know, at least without like a disclaimer that, hey, this is just a rumor, this is not 100% confirmed yet. Just want everyone to keep that in mind. Don't be afraid to talk about the situation. I think talking about the situation is good and important, but just don't run around spreading rumors and making people think that things are true or confirmed or verified when they are not. So that's all I want to say about that. In closing, I'm probably not going to talk about the situation again on stream, at least for a considerable amount of time, unless something huge happens. But yeah, that's all I got, y'all.
I don't need no stick, I know I'm harder than you ballers. Look, I don't got a friend, it's only family, but you knew this. Yeah, you knew this. You do too much talking, if you catch me, then you do this. Boy, I'm living when I'm walking with the gang, we looking ruthless. Watch how hard it useless. Yeah, the struggle, we've been through this. Don't you play, we really do this. Yeah, knock him till he clueless. What you saying, boy, you stupid, but I'm a song with Mikey J. Don't got a friend, but that's okay. Get it cleans like 2K. You too fake, chopper spray, GTA. We shooting like it's Call of Duty. Drifting nothing but Gucci. If he pulls out, better shoot me. I can never stop, okay. And I'm really fake 2K. And I keep it straight AK. They call me dead so late. Only let the cat too fake. My neck just like Lake. I'm gonna make it feel like Drake. Jump on my line like a rake. I think I got a good take, okay. None of my homie, we said it just won it. We got money, put it okay. We said it just send it, send me, they wanna call